navigating the waters of product strategy can be challenging, especially when as a product team, you have built a strategy, created plans, and the internal SMEs and other organizational groups question your priorities. Ever find yourself in that situation? In this video, I'm going to unpack 3 strategies that have been instrumental in managing these very conflicts. Hi, my name is Anil Jaising. I'm a certified Scrum trainer with Scrum Alliance, Chief Product Manager with Concepts and Beyond, and an adjunct faculty with NYU's program of project management. Our instincts often guide us to jump at the first solution, a habit potentially nurtured from school days. This starts with a habit we develop in school. We get problems to solve and we want to get to the solutions fast and then rush to the answer key at the back of the book. As a product owner, product manager, we've all been guilty of 1. Insufficient explanation. Often product teams might not elucidate their decisions, causing resistance. For instance, Apple's choice to remove the headphone jacks from iPhones could have benefited with a more in-depth stakeholder explanation. This lack of communication can result in misunderstandings, resistance, and often customer backlash. A second one is overcommitment to ideas. Teams might become very overly committed to their favorite ideas or solutions, making it challenging to pivot or adapt when faced with stakeholder feedback or changing circumstances. Recall the ambitious Windows 8 with its tile-based design, perhaps a tad too committed, sidelining essential user feedback. Number 3, lack of alternative options. When product teams present only one solution or an approach to stakeholders, it can lead to disagreements and debates over whose idea is the right one. This is like Google presenting only one design in Gmail, too restrictive. This hinders collaboration and alignment. Number 4, offering the solution at the very end without involving the stakeholders in the discovery process. It's like diving into a movie during its climax. Stakeholders, if roped in too late, can miss the entire narrative. If the subject matter experts, your peers, other teams, and your stakeholders see your solution for the first time before approving it, they might have other suggestions. Something they heard their customers ask for recently, something a competitor is doing and you're not. This leads to conflicts. We lack the power to tell our stakeholders what to do, but we do need their support to progress the product. To make things worse, stakeholders come from different departments and often have different perspectives and interests, which leads to disagreements and conflicts. As a product owner or product manager, try to get into a conflict situation only when it is really important and worthwhile. To resolve a conflict on priorities from your product, you need to 1. Be very clear about your objectives and key results, OKRs, for your company and for your product. Ensure that your priorities are aligned accordingly. To learn about objectives and key results, watch my OKR video. The link is in the description below. If we take the Netflix example, an outcome for Netflix video streaming service could be to increase engagement with the video streaming service. This is a key objective. 2. Involve your peers, SMEs, and other stakeholders very early to discover opportunities to deliver on that outcome. Opportunities are customer needs or pain points. Let's say from your customers' interviews, you find 3 opportunities. 1. I don't have anything to watch. 2. I can't remember the show my friend mentioned. 3. I want to watch my shows on my commute. Let your stakeholders in at this point, very early, and run this visualization exercise called the Opportunity Solution Tree. It comes from the book Continuous Discovery by Teresa Torres. At this stage, your stakeholders might bring in new perspectives or might provide feedback on the opportunities you discovered. This will help you refine them. Engage them in a discussion about solutions you might come up with on each of the customer pain points or opportunities. You're now getting them involved in coming up with solutions together. This helps the decision-making process better and avoids pivoting at the last minute. Now, what if your stakeholders are not available? You record a video and you send them, and they don't watch them. You send them regular updates and they miss reading them. Now what do? You need to ensure you schedule time and follow up with your findings and ensure they are in the loop. If you've been a part of a debate team in school, you know it's a fun exercise where your goal is state the opposing view better than the opposition can. Being empathetic about the opposition view. Netflix has built a culture of debate where participants take opposing views on the solutions and debate which ones would be the first they would want to build. Debates will help find patterns together in conflict and taking a step back so you can see the larger picture. By making it academic earlier on in the cycle, the opposing views are easily acceptable and you discover new insights and get to an agreement easily. Let's say you come to a point where you have two solutions that are equally attractive. That's when you need to experiment. Experiments need not be complete implementations. Experiments could be rapid prototyping of the solution, which you share with pilot customers and get feedback. Experiments could also be A/B tests, which you could launch using a farm of servers to different customer segments and collect data. The data could now point you in the right direction. Take the data and share it with people and let the data decide based on how the user used the feature. Several of these stories that I shared with you right now are from the Netflix blog. I share a link to the blog in the description below. I've also shared a link to the book Continuous Discovery by Teresa Torres in the description below. In essence, product managers must anticipate and even welcome contrasting ideas. The journey from discord to agreement is where the true magic of collaboration lies. Keen on experiencing this firsthand? Join us in our advanced workshops where we simulate real-world scenarios to hone these strategies. I've shared a description to our advanced workshops in the description below. Looking forward to learning more what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, click on the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time.